everybody, this is of course me, DJ Metromonti, and what I am doing is something that I've put off regretfully, but yet I am here to explain, as I promised, as I would, explaining two of the epic rap battles of history that I haven't explained on. The East vs. West Philosophers and Jim Henson vs. Stan Lee. But first we get to the East vs. West Philosophers. Like everybody had noticed, this was going to be pretty much one of the hardest to judge and give them which rap battle to, because of the fact that it ended in a battle royale rather than a team. So I'm going to explain fully how I see this. Team-wise, between the East and West Philosophers, why don't we get to the punchlines? The best punchline from the Western Philosophers was...
We've covered the two yin and yang, I can move on to Jackie Chan. So I'll be picking apart your woo with my method, man.
And the best punchline from the Eastern Philosophers was...
You killed God, so I gotta ask, did he die ashamed when he made your mustache?
That rap battle, both of them definitely did their thing, and it was like back and forth. However, when it came to like the beatboxing, I feel that right there had guy for them. Even though Sun Tzu had came up with the best, basically when Confucius had dropped down, that was it right there. So pretty much, I would have to give this rap battle to the Eastern Philosophers. Now, when it comes to the when it comes to this thing, battle royal wise, here we go for each. Starting with the Western Philosophers. The best punchline from Nietzsche was,
"'Cause I'm N-I-E-T-C-S-C-H-E, and I'll ain't any motherfucker like my name in a spelling bee."
Okay, next for Socrates.
I'm toxic like a hemlock sip. Hang a sandal on the door, cause you can suck dick.
And last from the Eastern Philosophers, Voltaire.
Let me be frank, don't start beef with B. Frank. Who hangs with B. Franks? Giving ladies B. Frank.
Anyways, now we go on to the Western Philosophers. For Sun Tzu.
Confucius, you always trying to put something in its place. Why don't you tell your eyebrows they need to fit better on your face?
Next, Lao Tzu.
Oh, you don't want to stand in the path of Lao Tzu. Today I'll make you move, bitch. Get out the way.
And lastly, but not least, Confucius.
So here's the real golden rule. I'm way above you weak rookies. Confucius say you can all hold these fortune cookies.
Now, pretty much this battle royale had everybody turned against each other and everything. Can't all battle royale. However, I will have to say, when it's all said and done, who gotten the best out of everybody? Of course, I would have to give this one to Confucius. Of course, we would hear that sound again, meaning that I would have to give a comedic award to another. However, at this point, there is two. So, who would I have to give this to? However, I said two of them, so I would have to give the comedic awards to both, one for each East and West, Nietzsche and Confucius. Alright, and that pretty much concludes it with the East versus Western Philosophers. Now we move on to Stan Lee versus Jim Henson. The best punchline from Stan Lee was...
Oh, you taught children to count and spell. Then you taught your own kids how to drop your wife harder than you flopped on SNL.
And the best punchline from Jim Henson was...
And I'm clenching all your strings like you're a puppet in suspension. Call your superhero friends in. Yeah, cause you're gonna need a vengeance.
Now the thing is, me personally, I had simply, like, enjoyed it, even though it was decent. However, it was like more one-sided. So pretty much that in mind, I would have to give this rap battle to Stan Lee. Now, when it came to a battle royale, which included Stan Lee versus Jim Henson versus Walt Disney's best punchline was,
Clearly, there's nobody near me. I'm owning this battle. In fact, I own this whole series.
now, as much as Walt Disney came out full blast, I would have to say he was probably more suitable to face off against Stan Lee in this epic rap battle for the final season. However, as much as Walt Disney bashed on both of them, I still would have to give this rap battle to, of course, Stan Lee. However, yep, once again, I would have to give out an award for this battle. Pretty much, the comedic award for this rap battle goes to, of course, Walt Disney. So, that concludes this review of my results within the Eastern versus Western Philosophers and Stan Lee versus Jim Henson. Now, there's still time to vote. The ending deadline is September 7th, 2015, of course. And pretty much within each post here, it will tell you which 7 are there to vote. So, have fun voting, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. This has been DJ Mejamonte. Thanks.